I'm Eugene, the teacher. Yesterday I was at church singing this Christmas song called Mary Did You Know with three guys. You know, it goes, Mary, did you know your baby boy will one day walk on water? Mary, did you know your baby boy will save our sons and daughters? Did you know? Like that, you know. It's about singing to the Mother Mary as she is having the baby Jesus. Now, I have held a newborn baby in my arms exactly 3 times in my life. The last time, not so far in the recent history. And I remember staring at the baby, being overwhelmed with amazement, you know, that this little helpless thing will one day grow up to be a full-size human with a mind of its own, a life of its own. So, and I remember looking up and the baby's grandmother catching my eye. And she said to me, she said, one day when you have your own baby, it's going to be like this. Just staring at it all day long. So I get that, the amazement part. But the whole pregnancy thing is also an ordeal. You know, all the discomfort, difficulty in movement, and the back pains. I mean, how did the Mother Mary ride on a donkey for 3 days to get to where she needed to go to get that annual census taken, decreed by the king? That seemed like an impossible task. She must have been quite large, you know, doing the prenatal waddle thing. But then, you know, nowadays we have medicine that can induce labor. Back then they didn't have that. They didn't have epidurals. I mean, so glad that the baby Jesus wasn't born breeched. Because back then in Bethlehem, they certainly didn't have the technology to do a cesarean in a barn, no less. And riding on that donkey, now, that was probably a good thing for, you know, jump-starting the labor process. You know, all that up-down motion is probably good for it. So if any of you are having a difficulty jump-starting a labor process, maybe you should do what Jesus' mother did and ride on a donkey for 3 days. That'll probably help get it going. So now that I think about this whole baby thing, it's quite a mixed bag. You know, on the one hand, it's really wonderful, amazing, awesome, miraculous. On the other hand, it's quite scary. I'm Eugene, a teacher, with today's inspirational message.